today's been interesting. Jordan did some sweat equity and
Schwequity.
And today has been bad for me. It's just been bad. Literally, I don't know how to spell it out. That's all I gotta say.
With letters.
I apparently have to write it out in every language. So.
Except Arabic, because we don't know that one.
I have my emotional support coffee, which I'm telling you right now, this is not big enough for today's issues. So, we found out that our sink, well, we didn't know it was our sink, but we found we had a pretty big leak underneath the house and above on the floor of our kitchen. Water was coming up.
It was just our faucet, not any of the pipes, thankfully.
Thankfully. So, Jordan had fun with his hopeful future job, right?
Yeah, the guy that we had come help us, he helped us last year. Twice. And
So we have a new faucet. So if this is not enough words to say that the faucet has been replaced, that one died. By the way, don't buy cheap faucets off of Amazon, because our previous landlord who owned this place put that piece of junk in there.
Yeah.
And so now we have this temporarily
until we can get one that's a little nicer.
This is just a standard.
Yep. Which, if it works, it works.
You can't really hand wash dishes very well with this, though.
I mean, you can. It's just because our sink is so shallow, it's going to be a little harder. But it will be what it will be. And as long as it's not leaking right now, that's all we care about.
Yeah, so the leak has been fixed. However, Jordan had a journey today. What happened when he came over and you guys turned off the water and all that?
Oh, yeah. So without warning, the park also turned off the water. And so
no warning, zero.
Yeah, so it's hard to fix a plumbing problem when you don't know where the water leak is coming. So presumably it's the faucet, and so far that's what it is, but we will see.
He's gonna come back anyway, though. I mean, it's a given.
Yeah, we trust this guy. He's been great the entire time. So like we want to keep going through him for all of our plumbing needs. And I told him that because of him I was wanting to become a plumber, and he was very supportive of that. And so
did you tell him about the apprenticeship program?
Yeah, I did.
Does he do apprenticeships? I don't think so.
No, he's not big enough.
He's self-employed. Yeah, he's just a one-guy job.
He's very a small business, which is fair.
If it works for him,
and right now he also.
We're hoping that is what will happen for us. I think eventually Jordan will just be the plumbing side, and I'll probably just be the actual business side. That's kind of the hope. I think I'd need to brush up on QuickBooks, though. I think I do, because I downloaded QuickBooks. It's changed a little bit.
I have never used QuickBooks. So.
That's okay. You do the labor. I'll do the other stuff.
Yeah.
By the way.
But yeah, it's so far so good though. So.
I did get a call from the apprenticeship program today. I haven't actually told him about this yet, so everybody gets to hear about it all at the same time.
Kind of, because you have to upload the video, so I'd learned about it first.
You learned about it first.
Neener.
There we go. So, I just kicked the camera. The apprenticeship program will probably start for him in spring, because of the fact that we're already past winter term, and honestly, that's okay with us too. Violet, why are you whining?
She's stuck in the bedroom.
She acts like she's stuck in the bedroom.
She can move the door by herself.
She's not stuck. Are you coming or not?
She's just a weenie.
Oh, you're being a weenie. But anyway, so that's what's probably going to happen with him. I'm not sure if we have to pay for the class outright. I don't know how that works.
Well,
we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
We'll give that information to you when we know it, because we'll be asking questions, lots of them, because we have lots of questions. So
yeah, so my boss apparently did not understand that I missed work yesterday because this plumbing issue happened like middle of the night situation, and I'm sorry, but I consider a massive amount of water going under my house as a extreme issue, especially because we live in a mobile home park. If it was to go further than underneath our house, we're in trouble. Mm-hmm. Like, the park can fine us for it. So she literally says to me, you know, Amanda, if you just didn't want to come into work, it's like, do you realize that I'm not willing to get fined by the mobile home park because a mass amount of water is coming underneath our house? And like, I don't know about you, but I don't really have that kind of money. I mean, I swear to you guys, these people think we're freaking rich. I'm like,
I got a crisp $5.
Like, are you gonna pay the fine? Because I have to take care of it.
Yeah.
He has to take care of it. We tried ourselves to eliminate everything possible, but we were even concerned that we weren't doing enough. And he's not a plumber.
No. So
he wants to be a plumber, but he's not a plumber right now.
I just don't have any of the tools, even with the know-how, like, I don't have the tools to be able to do anything about it.
No, we literally have like whatever tools that we could
the
find.
Best, like the most used tool that I have is a screwdriver, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and the drill.
Oh, and a belt sander. Oh, not a belt sander, but a hand sander. I love that thing. That's great. That I need to start using that again.
So we've now been told that there's going to be an interruption of the water.
Already too late.
Like, literally.
We found that out before everybody else did, apparently.
Yeah, he calls me and I'm like, yes. And he's like, we got a bit of a problem because I was on my break, and he's like, we don't have any water at all. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, there's no water in the bathroom sink,
or
the shower, none of that. I also busted one of my nails off, so I have to go grab my kit and put a new nail on. It's the bad finger too. It's the one where you give somebody the bird. Don't do it.
It gets a lot of miles these days. It's the most used finger.
So anyway, after being told that, like, basically I was lying about calling out, it kind of makes me feel like this situation's weird, because, like, what if I actually get sick? Do I just come in anyway? Like, I have the flu, let me give it to you too? Like, we were talking about that in the car, and he was even like, you know what? He even waited this morning because he's like, I have no idea what this gal is going to say. He dropped me off at work.
And waited half an hour.
Waited a half an hour because she could have wrote a book. And I told her, I was like, listen, I have proof. I have pictures. Do I need to bring this and the busted up faucet? Do I need to bring that? Because I showed pictures. I just don't get it. This is why we like being self-employed, because, like, I'm to a point in my life where I'm just like, you know what? I don't know how much more I can take, and we constantly have something going on. Constantly. Whether it's kid-related or house-related, car-related.
We are just very...
We got rain clouds.
Very stressed individuals.
Like, I don't want to go to work and be told that I'm a liar. I'm like, you know, this is just...
Yeah, it is what it is.
So that's why I need this. I also worked my booty off today. I did so many things today at work that I think that I just need one day, and I usually don't do this, where I actually do nothing. Like, real do nothing after work time. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know, like, maybe we can get some people together, play some Diablo or something. I'm not great at video games. I can't point and shoot at the same time.
That's why
or
she
point and walk at the same time, because then I'm like...
That's why she likes Diablo, because it's not first person.
Well, even then, like, I can only play it for so long before my attention span goes... and I'm just like, oh... Looks like I'm going to get on the computer and watch TV and do the dishes and cook dinner all at the same time. Because that's what happens. So, we just wanted to give you guys a general update of everything. Oh, also, supposedly, I'm not sure if this is 100% true, my car payment will be gone. It'll be gone. It'll be paid off by the insurance company, I think tomorrow, he said. And then we would get the remainder, which is going to be,
an amount.
It's going to be a very small amount.
I wouldn't say a small amount, but like it's
not
enough.
it's not enough
to
grand.
It's not enough to get something super nice, but you know.
We're talking ghetto mobile.
No, I wouldn't say quite ghetto mobile, but something.
He hasn't been perusing Marketplace like I have. Don't listen to him.
Because she's perusing Marketplace is the reason why. Because we're not getting a car from Marketplace. I'm not doing it.
I found a decent one at the Toyota dealership. That is a decent used car. Pretty used. I mean, most everything we're gonna get is probably, I would say 2000 and like, I don't know, I would even say 2010 is kind of pushing it.
Yeah.
Like, I think that like we've been looking at like Hondas, Toyotas. I have been a car connoisseur before we got the before I got the 2020 Kia. I had pretty much every type of car. My favorite one was my Jeep. I got it from a tow yard. There was nothing wrong with it. If you think that you can't go to the tow yard and get a decent car, you're crazy pants, because this person that got pulled over had no license and no insurance, so they couldn't go retrieve the car. So that's how I ended up with that. And don't worry, I've called as well. I've also tried to contact a few different like old cab companies. A lot of them went out of business quite a while ago. I did have one guy answer the phone and he's like, listen, I haven't been in business since like Uber and Lyft took over the area. So that's kind of the question. But we're just we're still looking around. And our hope is eventually down the road, maybe even if we only get one car, we get two cars, because we both need to be able to drive. So
right
that'll
now,
help.
obviously, getting something that's not going to fall apart on us the moment we start driving it is priority. So with no car payment now, we have a little bit more elbow room to hopefully start saving for another vehicle.
And if you didn't see our live, Jordan, are we gonna get a car loan?
No, I will not let it happen. Not again. Not again.
No. And as far as DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, Spark, we don't know what that future holds.
No.
We don't know. So I'm still working this job, trying my best to keep it together. I am not gonna lie to you guys. I'm a pretty blunt person in my regular life, not just on YouTube. So like, if I feel like I need to talk to somebody about it, I definitely do. So I did have a long conversation, half-hour long conversation. Sab wants to be in the window.
Yeah, and Sophie wants to be on the lab. So. She's very needy today.
These are Jordan's pets, by the way. They're the bougie ones of the household. But anyway, so I mean, like, I'm pretty blunt with talking to people. Obviously, I'm not going to be like, hey, by the way, I think you're rude. But I would rather be direct with somebody and be like, hey, this bothers me, than for me to pretend like everything is okay and then later get really pissed off.
Yeah.
Or do something like quit, because that's just not how I play.
Communication is important.
If it goes beyond that point and then I go to the next higher up person and it doesn't work out, then I end up starting to talk to people like HR, or maybe it is that I have made a decision by that time. I usually don't just quit. I know that that's what it looks like on camera, because honestly, for a while there wasn't like a day-by-day video. There was a lot of bulk recording. But now you guys are seeing our every day, for the most part, or at least as close as possible, in real time. But it is what it is. So I'm going to try my best to keep this going, as long as things are, how should I say it? As long as things are continuing to move forward in a positive way.
Yeah.
For the most part, the job, it's not the job. And a lot of it is the people in this town. And he even mentioned that in the live, you know, like, it is not necessarily that the jobs are really that bad. It's the fact that people are what make the job enjoyable to go to. Nobody wants to go to work
and be belittled all the time, and
belittled, told that you're gonna get fired. Things, you know, that you're doing are not necessarily up to par. No one wants to walk into a job and then expect to know everything,
which we've talked about before. So yeah, it's just,
I just want to be trained, and I don't want to how do I say this? I don't want to
feel like be reminded that that everything you're doing, because in a training period, like that's the point of training, is to learn what you're doing. So being told every step that oh, you do that, you're gonna get fired. Do that, you're gonna get fired. Do that, and you're gonna get fired. Like, it's exhausting.
And
it's
to
like
me,
we
I've already lived that.
We already understand that if we fail to do these things, you're gonna get fired eventually. We're not dumb. So it's
but
just,
at the same time, like, warn me, tell me, hey, just so you're aware, like, we don't really do that here, and this is why, or something like that. Don't immediately come to me and be like, you're gonna be fired for that. Like, to me, that seems ridiculous.
Like I said, it's exhausting. Like,
and I also don't like working jobs where you're literally punished for everything you do, or things that you don't do correctly, you're automatically punished. I've worked in that situation before, specifically at one call center that I worked at. So I don't really like that either. It doesn't fit me, and honestly, it doesn't fit a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's why there's a revolving door. And this job that I work at now, there has been a consistent revolving door, except for maybe 4 people. And there's supposed to be almost 40 employees.
Yeah.
They don't have that. No. And so it is what it is.
I'm just trying to make the best of it. And to say, we've discussed it a million times already, and so I'm sure you don't want to hear about it all over again.
But I mean, I'm just explaining it to people who didn't see the live yesterday.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's just, this is being a simple update video on what we know so far. Thankfully,
we did get a garbage can.
Ah, yes.
I'm
excited about it.
Our garbage has changed. We no longer have a dumpster. Everybody is going to have their own trash cans. I don't know how we're going to pay for it. I'm one of those, I need to know who I'm paying before you just hand me this. And I don't want to be owing anybody anything. I'm not that way. He's not that way. So we're excited for this change, because honestly, like, the dumpster situation in our mobile home park has been pretty sad.
It was like friggin' 9 feet, 10 feet tall dumpster, like one of those massive ones.
I couldn't get the trash in there.
That's why I was
like, he's the trash man, not me.
I had to friggin' throw it up. They had steps, but they were dilapidated. So
yeah, even had a caution. You can
use at your own risk.
Yeah,
it's like, I won't use it.
Yeah, because I don't want to, like, fall through.
Yeah, and there was a lot of older folks that were just leaving their trash at the base of the dumpster because they can't heave it over, and they don't want to hurt themselves on these rickety stairs.
So we also don't know, we might be getting our meters as well to pay for our own water. So if you don't know, the $5.50 that we were paying for space rent covered water, sewage, garbage. However, now we're probably going to have to pay for water, sewage, and garbage. And we will probably likely have a small, very small rent increase either at the end of next year or possibly the year after. I know that it's been a discussion. I do know that space rent is going up for people who don't own the homes, and they are literally just renters. So, but that can happen. If you are, if you don't own the mobile home in this park, your rent's probably going to go up 10% every single year, and they do that all over our area here in Oregon.
They do it everywhere.
It's okay, so it's 9.9%.
Yeah, or something relatively close to that.
Close, yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. We're just trying to make the best of it, but this is being a simple update video on what's going on. That's all the information we have so far. If we as things continue,
and we'll let you guys know when we get a car. I have gotten a lot of messages. Don't worry, you will be known.
The second people to know.
You'll be the second people to know. Yeah. So do what you can with what you got, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.